Watch today's video until the end, because there is information at the end that not everyone knows. And subscribe to the channel now to get such videos regularly. 2026. LA paramedics rushed to a home. Angeles after 8 a.m. An iconic Hollywood actress is struggling for her life. Just days prior, friends seen her at Jack Nicholson's birthday celebration, laughing and fully herself. Bacterial pneumonia is causing her lungs to shut down. Diane Keaton will leave within hours. She was 79 years old. She received 4 Academy Award nominations. She dated 3 prominent celebrity men in Hollywood history. After leaving them, she built a life that was solely hers. However, this story goes beyond her death. The story follows a woman who defied Hollywood restrictions for over 5 decades. She never married despite romantic relationships with Woody Allen, Alpuchccino, and Warren Beatty. She became a mother in her 50s, while other actors competed for grandma roles. She elevated men's fashion and portrayed neurotic individuals as lovable. She received an Oscar for portraying herself and proving that aging does not imply oblivion. After dropping out of college to pursue her aspirations, she became a legend whose tragic ending was premature. Discover the life, legacy, and tragic death of Diane Keaton. Diane Hall joined the world on January 5, 1946, in Los Angeles, California. Her father, Jack, worked in real estate and civil engineering. Dorothy, her mother, was an amateur photographer and housewife who won a Los Angeles homemaker pageant. That pageant planted a seed. As young Diane saw her mother perform, she felt a stirring within her. It was a theatrical experience with lights, attention, and transformation. Wanting that emotion for herself. The Halls were not a Hollywood family. Their lives were typical in their neighborhood. Jack was of Irish descent from his mother. Dorothy raised her children in the Methodist religion. There were 4 children, with Diane being the oldest. While her family valued creativity, they never anticipated her to become a star. Diane's mother's photography passion influenced her to view the world via frames and compositions. This early training in visual storytelling would benefit her for years to come. Diane, however, was exceptional. In high school in Santa Ana, California, she joined every singing and acting club she could find. She played Blanche DuBois in the school performance of Desire, a Streetcar. It was a challenging job for any actor, let alone a teen. Tennessee Williams depicted Blanche as a woman struggling with delusions due to reality, requiring emotional openness that most high students lacked. Diane found it natural to portray shattered, complex women. Blanche was understood in ways she could not express. After graduating in 1963, she studied acting at Santa Ana College and later Orange Coast College. The classroom could not contain her ambitions. Professors taught both theory and technique. Diane desired stages and audiences. After 1 year, she took a decision that frightened her family. Dropped out. She packed her bags. She moved to NYC to become an actress. The city did not warmly welcome her. She dreamed like many other girls in a city full of them. During the mid-1960s, Manhattan was full of ambitious actors jostling for few parts. She joined the local playhouse to learn her craft. The budget was limited. She paid her bills by moonlighting as a nightclub singer, performing in modest locations with little recognition. She reflected on her nightclub experience throughout her career, applying it to roles in Annie Hall and other films. A difficulty arose with her true name. After registering with Actors Equity, she found that another Diane Hall had already claimed it. She adopted her mother's maiden name. Diane Hall became Diane Keaton. The metamorphosis was complete. The rejections piled up. Audition after audition ended in quiet. She was too weird, nervous, and unique. The industry aimed for flawlessness. Diane Keaton was anything but. Casting directors viewed her shyness as a drawback. They did not realize that her nervous energy would be her greatest strength. She kept turning up. She continued to audition. She believed in finding a place for someone like her. An audition for a unique Broadway show followed. It was about hippies. Nudity was present. It was called Hair and was about to revolutionize everything. However, Hair was just the start. The relationships she made in New York led to unexpected opportunities. A comedic genius was about to discover her. A renowned filmmaker was going to cast her in a milestone picture. Just one role could make her a fashion icon overnight. None of it was accidental. It all happened because she never gave up. Hair debuted on Broadway in 1968. The play honored counterculture and included Diane Keaton as part of an ensemble cast, shocking and delighting spectators. Though not a leading role, it was a start. She now worked as an actress. She belonged. The following year brought even greater significance. Woody Allen was casting his new comedy, Play It Again. Sam. He required a romantic lead. Diane tried out. She got the role. The chemistry between them was immediate and electric. Critics took note. She received a Tony nomination for her performance. More significantly, she met a creative partner who truly understood her. They collaborated on 8 films professionally. Their relationship became a highly rumored one in Hollywood. Before Woody Allen made her famous, Francis Ford Coppola made her a legend. The Godfather was cast by Coppola in 1972. Diane attended the audition without reading the novel. The paragraph she was reading was unclear to her. Standing among dozens of women, she waited for a chance, unprepared. She was cast as Kay Adams, Michael Corleone's future wife. This is where the narrative becomes amazing. Diane Keaton was cast before Alpuchccino in the role. The studio execs rejected Pacino for Michael. They believed he was unsuitable for the role. Pacino was called in for another tryout after Diane was already confirmed. As he performed, she stood by. The studio gave in. They assigned him a career-defining duty. The Godfather is considered one of the greatest films ever created. Diane Keaton gave Kay a gentle dignity. Adams witnesses the transformation of her beloved into a monster. As an outsider, she questioned morality in a world that had totally abandoned it. This role demanded subtlety. Anyone can play the victim role. Diane performed a more sophisticated role. The character portrayed a woman who avoided evil because it would challenge her beliefs about her husband. She returned in 1974 for the sequel and 1990 for the third installment. Each time, she discovered additional levels of anguish in characters unable to alter their circumstances. While the Godfather films made her famous, they did not make her an icon. The transition required a personal connection that blurred the line between actress and character, making it difficult to distinguish between them. Annie Hall's 1977 film solidified her place in cinema history. In addition to casting her, Woody Allen wrote the film for her. He developed her character based on her gestures, speaking patterns, and eccentricities. He even used her birth name for the role. Diane Keaton was Annie Hall and vice versa. The actress and role blurred totally. The film received 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Diane Keaton won the Oscar for Best Actress. Overnight, she progressed beyond stardom. She became a cultural sensation. Women worldwide adopted her style. Oversized men's shirts, vests, ties, bowler hats, and car keys made her a fashion star, according to magazines. She did not follow trends. She made them. The screen did not reflect performance. It was genuine. America couldn't get enough of it. The relationship between Diane and Woody Allen ended. The age of continual collaboration also took place. There was a stunning event that followed. The majority of Hollywood romances leave ruins. Former partners avoid each other. Projects fail. Friendships cease. Diane Keaton and Woody Allen stayed close. Both continue to support each other's efforts. The creative partnership turned into something more lasting than romance. It had become mutual respect. Diane was just beginning. The roles that would shape her career for the next 30 years awaited her. She played roles that demonstrated her versatility beyond being Woody Allen's muse. These roles would become her America's favorite movie star. This success led to other opportunities. It also prompted scrutiny. The press inquired about her romantic life. Her name list resembles a Hollywood Hall of Fame. Woody Allen, Alpuchccino, and Warren Beatty are three prominent figures in the industry. Three partnerships that dominated tabloids. Each romance was intense. Each terminated. After each finale, Diane Keaton made a surprising choice. She did not marry any of them. No one married her. In an industry dominated by weddings, power couples, and fairy tale endings, Diane Keaton stayed single. She was frequently questioned about it during interviews. Why not marry? What was she awaiting? She provided a response, but it disappointed those seeking drama. She refused to make those sacrifices. She did not like the compromises involved in marriage. She overvalued independence. After building a life on her own terms, she saw no reason to alter. Her career flourished in subsequent decades. Reds garnered her another Academy Award nomination in the 1980s. She portrayed journalist Louise Bryant opposite Warren Beatty's John Reed, adding emotional depth to a historical character. The movie demonstrated her ability to handle both romantic comedies and highbrow tragedies. Later, she played parts that introduced her to new generations. In 1991's Father of the Bride, she and Steve Martin played the parents of a bride-to-be. The film was a huge success. A sequel was released 4 years later. Suddenly, Diane Keaton became America's favorite movie parent. She gave warmth and charm to a character that may have been bland in worse hands. First Wives Club, 1996, reunited her with Bette Midler and Goldie Hawn. The three actors portrayed wives seeking revenge on their husbands who abandoned them. The film became a cultural icon, demonstrating public demand for women of a certain age to control their narratives. The 2003 love comedy Something's Got to Give starred her and Jack Nicholson, defying Hollywood's youth obsession. For the role, she received her 4th Academy Award nomination. She was 57 years old. The majority of actresses her age were offered grandma roles. Diane Keaton, still portraying the love protagonist, made a quite unconventional option outside of film. Diane Keaton adopted her daughter Dexter in 1996 at the age of 50. 5 years later, at 55, she adopted Duke, a son. By choice, she became a mother without a husband or apology. She experienced unexpected changes as a mother. She revealed that her worries were initially selfish before having children. She now privately worries for them, as all parents do. The American Film Institute awarded her a Lifetime Achievement Award in 2017. Woody Allen brought it up decades after their breakup, yet their friendship remained strong. During the ceremony, she sang instead of speaking. She originally played the song at Annie Hall 40 years prior. Diane Keaton was unique, sincere, and completely herself. She proved something Hollywood still struggles to embrace. Marriage is not necessary for a woman to be fulfilled. Women need not follow traditional paths to attain happiness. Diane Keaton enjoyed a captivating life with children, friends, creative fulfillment, and purpose. She did it on her own terms. Her true uniqueness transcended her career and personal choices. From the start, colleagues recognized something about her character. This distinguishes her from other stars in the industry. What distinguished Diane Keaton from other stars was challenging to pinpoint. Over the years, her co-stars attempted to capture it in interviews. She was kind on set, prioritizing others over taking the spotlight. She arrived prepared but remained flexible. Her unique thoughts enhanced every scene she touched. There was no competitive advantage for her. No Hollywood ego. The profession has actors that appear warm on television but are chilly behind closed doors. Diane Keaton did the opposite. Audiences saw her as she was. Her genuineness went beyond acting. She fought to save historic structures from demolition, becoming passionate about architectural preservation. Her memoirs provided insight into her artistic process and personal experience. Her audiobook recording of Joan Diane's work garnered awards and recognition, demonstrating her versatility beyond the screen. She maintained her trademark style into her 70s. Fashion mags featured her repeatedly. Young women emulated her pioneering style decades later. Aging does not imply becoming invisible or irrelevant, as she demonstrated. It required growing, adapting, and defining your own image despite surrounding trends. Recently, she has shown no indications of slowing down. In 2018, she joined a book club with Jane Fountain, Candice Bergen, and Mary Steinber. A sequel followed. In 2021, she appeared in Justin Bieber's Ghost Song video, demonstrating her ability to astonish and transcend generations. She played her last film role in summer camp in 2024, opposite Kathy Bates and Alfre Woodard. Although 78 years old, she continues to work. Interviewers asked about her legacy, but she ignored it. Her contention was that she did not consider it. Work completed. Let's move on. She did not anticipate a legacy. It was a tremendous declaration from a woman who transformed American cinema. 4 Academy Award nominations, 1 victory. Numerous landmark performances and a fashion revolution that continues to impact designers today. She truly believed nothing would be recalled. She erred. Extremely wrong. However, her humility contributed to her popularity. She never acted famous. She never demanded favors. She excelled at work and left without the turmoil typical of her peers. The spring and summer of 2025 passed like any other time in her life. She attended activities. Seeing pals. She actively participated in her surroundings. Even at 79, she maintained her enthusiasm, curiosity, and spark that had distinguished her for almost 5 decades. Nobody realized it would be her last season. Early October 2025 felt routine. Diane Keaton was seen by friends at Jack Nicholson's birthday party. She was joyful and full of life. Nothing foreshadowed the outcome. Her condition deteriorated. It happened swiftly. Suddenly, her closest acquaintances were unaware of her illness. During her final days, her family kept her situation hidden and showed her affection. Early on October 11, 2025, paramedics received a call from her Los Angeles location. Angela's home at 8-ish. They took her to St. John's Health Center in Santa Monica. She died the same day. The cause was bacterial pneumonia. Her age was 79. No autopsy was done. The death appeared to be natural. Her body was burned. Her family issued a statement requesting solitude and thanking people worldwide for their support. The tributes flooded in. Jane Foner described Diane as a vibrant, imaginative, and self-possessed individual who always laughed at her own mistakes. B. Midler praised her for being unique and amusing. A person without the competitiveness anticipated from a massive star. What viewers saw. Midler stressed Diane's true identity. To commemorate her memory, her family suggests donating to a local food bank or animal shelter. She adored animals. She remained committed to supporting the homeless community. These causes were important to her. AMC Cinemas will re-release Annie Hall and Something's Got to Give for a special 1-week run. It was an appropriate tribute. The films captured her unique qualities. Her wit, warmth, and refusal to change to be someone else. Directors who worked with her recall a professional who was both prepared and spontaneous. She brought ideas to every scenario and enhanced others. Actors who worked with her recalled her warmth and willingness to let others shine. Her lack of ego in a saturated industry. The news was especially devastating as it was unexpected. There was no public illness or decline to anticipate among fans. She once laughed with old friends at a birthday party. 1 second later, she vanished. The suddenness intensified the cruelty and unfairness of the loss. She is survived by her children, Dexter and Duke. They were raised by a mother who taught them that success does not require conformity. Being authentic is the greatest gift you can give to the world, and independence is not loneliness. The idea of legacy was once dismissed by Diane Keaton. She believed people would forget. She could not have been more wrong. Her films remain. Her fashion legacy. Her example motivates. She demonstrated that women can achieve success without conforming, be mothers without spouses, age gracefully, and be unique and different without losing their identity. The world lost something irreplaceable on October 11, 2025. She made neurotic cute. She transformed men's clothing into high fashion. The woman who lived independently until the end. Diane Keaton, goodbye.